Hey there. Today, I want to share something so simple, yet so powerful. It could completely shift the way you live your life. It's called the 5-second rule, inspired by Mel Robbins, and let me tell you, this little trick is like a spark that can ignite your dreams, push you past your fears, and help you become the person you've always wanted to be. I'm going to walk you through what it is, why it works, and how it can change your life, all while speaking from the heart. So, grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into this life-changing idea together. Picture this, you're lying in bed, the alarm clock screaming at you to get up, but your brain is whispering, just 5 more minutes, or maybe you're at a meeting and a brilliant idea pops into your head. But the moment you think about raising your hand, that creeps in and you stay quiet. Or perhaps you've been dreaming of starting a new project, a workout routine, or even just having that tough conversation, but something inside you freezes and you don't act. We've all been there, right? That moment where you know what you need to do, but you just don't. That's where the 5-second rule comes in. And it's like a secret weapon for breaking through that hesitation. So, what is the 5-second rule? It's super simple. When you feel that urge to act on something that can move you forward, whether it's getting out of bed, speaking up, or taking a small step toward a goal, you count backward from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you move. That's it. No overthinking, no second guessing, just action. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But here's the magic. Those 5 seconds are enough to interrupt your brain's autopilot burgess cycle of doubt and fear. It's like hitting the override button on your procrastination and pushing yourself into motion. Why does this work? Let's get real for a second. Our brains are wired to keep us safe. That's why we hesitate, why we overthink, why we talk ourselves out of taking risks. It's called the amygdala, the part of your brain that screams, danger, don't do it, when you're about to step out of your comfort zone. But here's the thing, most of the risks we face today aren't life or death. They're just uncomfortable, like starting a new habit or speaking your truth. The 5-second rule short circuits that fear response. By counting down and moving, you bypass the brain's automatic no and take control of your life. It's like tricking your brain into courage. Let me share a story. A while back, I was terrified of public speaking. The idea of standing in front of people made my heart race and my palms sweat. I'd always wanted to share my ideas, but every time I had the chance, I'd freeze. Then I learned about the 5-second rule. One day, at a small event, I felt that familiar panic when someone asked for volunteers to speak. But this time, I tried it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I raised my hand. My voice was shaky. My face was probably red, but I did it. And you know what? The world didn't end. In fact, people clapped. That one moment changed how I saw myself, and it all started with 5 seconds of courage. Now, let's talk about why this rule is a game changer for your mindset. Life is full of moments where we let opportunities slip because we overthink. The 5-second rule trains your brain to trust your instincts. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. You start to realize that you're capable of so much more than you thought. Maybe you've been wanting to start a business, but the fear of failure keeps you stuck. Or maybe you want to get healthier, but the couch feels too comfy. Whatever it is, those 5 seconds can be the bridge between dreaming and doing. Here's an interesting idea. Think of the 5-second rule as your personal superhero power. Imagine you're Clark Kent, and the moment you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you rip off your glasses and become Superman. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting despite the fear. And the more you do it, the more you realize that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. You start to build this unstoppable momentum, where small actions pile up into big results. For example, let's say you want to start running. Instead of thinking, I'll start tomorrow, you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put on your shoes and step outside. Even if you only run for 5 minutes, you've started. That's the power of momentum. Let's get practical. How can you use this rule in your everyday life? First, start small. Maybe you're avoiding a phone call. The moment you feel that urge to act, count down and dial the number. Or maybe you're at a party, feeling shy. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and introduce yourself to someone new. The key is to act before your brain has time to talk you out of it. Try this for 1 week. Use the rule for one small action every day. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, or writing down one thing you're grateful for. You'll be amazed at how these tiny steps add up. Another cool idea is to pair the 5-second rule with a morning routine. Mornings set the tone for your day, but they're also when we're most likely to hit snooze or scroll on our phones. So, the moment your alarm rings, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump out of bed. Then, try counting down before doing something positive, like stretching, journaling, or meditating for 5 minutes. This creates a ripple effect, making your whole day feel more intentional and powerful. Now, let's talk about the deeper stuff, your mindset. The 5-second rule isn't just about action, it's about believing in yourself. Every time you count down and act, you're proving to yourself that you're in charge. Not your doubts, you're building self-trust, which is the foundation of a growth mindset. A growth mindset is when you believe you can improve, learn, and grow, no matter where you start. The 5-second rule helps you live that belief, because every action you take is proof that you're capable of change. Here's something to think about. What if those 5 seconds could rewrite your story? Maybe you've been telling yourself, you're not good enough, not ready, or not the type to succeed. But what if you're just 5 seconds away from proving yourself wrong? Imagine the life you could create if you acted on your dreams, one 5-second burst at a time. That's not just motivation, that's transformation. You don't need to change everything at once. Just take one step, then another, then another. Before you know it, you're somewhere new. Let's address the elephant in the room. It's not always easy. Sometimes you'll count down and still feel stuck. That's okay. The rule isn't about perfection, it's about progress. If you try and don't follow through, be kind to yourself. Count down again. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And here's a tip. Visualize the person you want to become. Maybe it's someone confident, healthy, or successful. When you count down, imagine that person taking the action. It's like borrowing their courage until it becomes your own. One more idea to make this fun. Turn the 5-second rule into a game. Challenge yourself to use it 5 times a day for a week. Keep a little journal and jot down what you did each time. Maybe you spoke up in a meeting, tried a new recipe, or finally cleaned that messy drawer. At the end of the week, look back and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. This game rewires your brain to see action as exciting, not scary. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. You are so much stronger than you know. The 5-second rule is like a key that unlocks your potential. It's not about being perfect or fearless, it's about showing up for yourself 5 seconds at a time. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. You just need 5 seconds of courage to start. So, let's do this together, right now. Think of one small action you've been avoiding. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go do it. I believe in you, and I know you can change your life, one brave moment at a time. Keep shining, keep moving, and let's make those dreams real. Sometimes the hardest part of doing something is just starting. You know what I mean, right? You know you should get up, but you don't. You know you should speak up, but you stay quiet. You know you should go after your dream, but you keep waiting, and you tell yourself maybe tomorrow, or next week, or when you feel more ready. But the truth is, the moment you hesitate, your brain starts working against you. That's where the 5-second rule comes in, and it's so simple, it almost sounds too easy to be true, but it works. Here's how it goes. When you feel the impulse to do something that you know will help your life, whether it's getting out of bed, starting a workout, making that phone call, speaking in a meeting, you count down in your head, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you move. You act before your brain has time to talk you out of it, because the brain is designed to keep you safe, not to help you grow, and growth feels scary. That's why even small things can feel hard. But when you count backward, you interrupt the fear. You break the pattern of waiting, doubting, and delaying, and you shift into action. Mel Robbins discovered this when her life was falling apart. She was depressed, drinking too much, hitting snooze every morning, and stuck in her own mind. One night, she saw a rocket launch on TV, and something clicked. What if she launched herself like a rocket? What if she just counted down and got up? So the next morning, when the alarm rang, she didn't wait. She counted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stood up. No thinking, no excuses, and that one action changed everything. Because action builds confidence, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel brave. You move first, and then you feel brave. You don't wait to feel motivated. You act, and then the motivation shows up. That's what the 5-second rule does. It gives you back control.